Hey Aquarius, here are your love messages for the week. We're going to shuffle 6 times and give you 6 cards and see what comes up. We got 2 flippers, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, 3, 4, 5, 6. Messages for Aquarius, please. King of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Page of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Okay. So the overall energy is the Knight of Wands. I feel like the first word that came to mind when that card came out was douchebag. Sorry. That is what came out. I feel like someone is dealing with a douchebag. Let me just clarify this. Clarify the Knight of Wands, please. The world. Ooh, Knight of Wands clarified by the Knight of Wands. So, I feel like... Ooh. All right. I feel like someone's dealing with a douchebag here. Knight of Wands, someone is coming in, starting to show their true colors. That's another thing that's coming to me. And this is something that you've dealt with many times. I feel like it's something that you've dealt with many times with the World card. It's like a karmic cycle that keeps happening, and you keep on kind of never learning your lesson with people like this. And so they just keep coming back. The Knight of Wands is clarified by the Knight of Wands in the world. They just keep coming back, and you keep attracting the same situation into your life because you can't learn your lesson. Whenever somebody like this comes back, you never do what you're supposed to do. And I feel like you don't tell them how you feel. You do get very upset. 5 of Wands. I feel like you get very upset by the way that they act, their behavior, the way they treat you, but you don't tell them. 4 of Pentacles. You keep it to yourself. You keep it to yourself. And I also feel like you think, or they start the relationship, or they start the connection with this kind of energy. King of Pentacles energy, which is something that kind of tricks you or fools you. You think that you're finally dealing with somebody who's mature and someone who's going to offer you a stable, secure relationship. Or at least you hope that that's what's going to happen, but then it never does. You always end up with somebody who just wants sex and who's not emotionally mature with the Page of Cups and kind of just keeps you hanging with the 7 of Pentacles. And I feel like this happens all the time. This is like a cycle that you are unable to break because you're like, I don't know, you're like, you choose to like be blind to, or you just like, you know what's happening with you. You can already see what's gonna happen, and you, instead of saying something, like if someone you're dating, for example, does something that you don't like, you notice it and you want to say something, because if you do, maybe you can find out sooner that this is the same type of person that you've always dealt with, and it's the exact person that you want to avoid. But then you're scared of sounding a certain way, or you know, you're scared of scaring them off, and you decide to just keep it to yourself. And I don't think that you should do that anymore. I think that's what keeps on putting you in this situation, and the universe keeps on giving you this lesson that needs to be learned over and over and over and over again, because you keep on doing the same thing. You get upset about something and then you just never say it. You don't put your foot down. You don't stand up for yourself. Also, is a big thing that I'm getting. You don't stand up for yourself. Someone does something that's mean or rude to you, and instead of being like, excuse me, you can't treat me that way, you're just like, ugh. You just kind of roll your eyes and bite your tongue. And then they don't respect you. They don't respect you. I don't know. I'm shuffling these cards. I guess something wants to come out of here. So let's see what messages we have for Aquarius from the wellness deck regarding this person or situation, please. Sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. So I feel like you see these things. You definitely see all the red flags, but you focus them out. You ignore them. You brush them off. Messages for Aquarius, please. The Sword and the Rose. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. So I feel like you need to be more like this with yourself. You need to have more integrity for yourself. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to speak your truth. Whenever you feel disrespected in any kind of way, you need to make sure you communicate it to this douchebag person. I've never heard the word douchebag come out in a reading before, so must be a message for some specific people. Let's get one more card from Wellness deck, please. Girl with a snake. It could also be guy with a snake. Empath, narcissist, paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. So this is exactly what this person is. The whole douchebag thing, that's girl or guy with a snake. Someone who's using you, someone who's charming you to get his or her way, and then their true colors come out. Let's see how this other person feels towards Aquarius. How does this other person feel towards Aquarius? Six of Swords. How does this other person feel towards Aquarius? All right. Oof, 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 oof. This is so bad. You have Six of Cups, or I'm sorry, Six of Swords, Three of Cups, Four of Cups. So basically, when these cards didn't even come out. When this card came out, I just saw somebody who's already turned their back towards you and looking for the next best thing. Already like on the boat, like searching for some new people to talk to or hang out with. Three of Cups came out. It did come out reversed. So it makes me feel like this person is definitely dating someone else or dating multiple people, third-party situation. Definitely has no intention of being your King of Pentacles. That's for sure. And then you have ultimately the Four of Cups, which is pretty much my rejection card. It's somebody who doesn't want to take your cup. Somebody who is no longer interested. I just feel like these three cards, you know what these three cards are telling me? He's just not that into you. She's just not that into you. They've already moved on, whether you know it or not. That's why they're treating you like shit. No bueno. No, no, no. Let's see what Romance Angels has to say. Give me a card for Aquarius regarding this person's situation, please. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So I feel like, again, I have to reiterate that if this is a situation that you always kind of, you always find yourself in, it's because it's a cycle that is, it's the universe trying to teach you something and you refusing to learn it. And it's creating this massive delay and is blocking you from finding the person that is actually going to treat you right. And maybe you don't want to be alone. Maybe you want someone to hang out with, and you want kind of like companionship and stuff like that. And you think that if you leave this situation, or if you wait for someone that's actually going to be this King of Pentacles, because there's so many of these people out there in the dating pool and you feel like you can't get away from them, that it's going to take so long. It's going to be like, I'm never going to find this king, you know, it might be like a year, but all all of the guys that I have to reject because they're like this before I find this, it's going to take me so long to find someone who's a true companion. And I feel like what the universe is telling you is that it's worth waiting for. It really is. And the quicker you see these red flags, and the quicker you express yourself to these people that you don't like XYZ and what they're doing, the quicker you're going to actually find this king. So don't drag this out. Don't drag it on. When you meet someone who's not treating you the way you want to be treated, don't drag it on. You got to cut it. You got to cut it as fast as you can. You have to speak your truth as fast as you can, because if they're either going to honor it and treat you the way you want to be treated, or they're going to be like, nah, and they're going to leave. And good riddance. You don't need that shit. So those are your messages for the week, Aquarius. Please let me know if they resonated in the comments. Please like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. And then I'll see you guys next week.